The 2025-26 Champions League draw has gone underway, and now with these amazing matches, we're really excited to see what will happen. Champions League draw has gone underway, and for this season, I'm very excited. Um, Last year was probably one of my favorite Champions Leagues in the past couple years. You know, with the brand new league format, people were questioning, saying, how will this format impact the the competition itself? You know, we've been used to such a, for me, a very good type of very good type of, structure of the Champions League. You know, you have six teams. Uh, you have certain teams in each groups, and the top two of out of the four teams make it through next stage, last 16 quarters, semis, and then the final. But this season with a new league phase with two more added games than usual. Um, yeah, I was really excited. And then for the most part, out of the 1 through 8, I think six of them made the quarter semifinals. I believe PSG were not in the top 8. They almost didn't even qualify for the round of 32 stage, but they made a run and they won the competition. And people were not huge fans of the new format. For me, it just makes things more intense, makes you know competition even more. There's a bunch of teams like Lille um, making it pass through. So, very excited to see this year's Champions League, especially with all this money being spent. Um, but yeah, let's. For me, I just want to get out. I think he already took out um, mainly the not so good teams that you would usually get knocked out from the rest. I'm hoping these are all the teams. Oh yeah, I believe so. So, um, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Maybe all these teams are in here. Well, just to get rid, put them stars, put them there. Let's see who else. I think those are just not the not so good teams. First, let's start from the bottom. Villarreal. Villarreal has been, they just lost the Pino. He did join Crystal Palace. For me, it was a great signing from Crystal Palace. Villarreal, will they make a run? Not too sure for Villarreal. They had that amazing run with Unai Emery back. What I want to say 2022. I want to believe 23. We'll put them here in average. I'm gonna do the 1 through 8 for the red, and then what is the rest of 9 through 16? I want to believe. Let me double check here. Uh, Champions League doesn't say. Great. I want to believe it's or is that 9 through 21? I don't remember, but really, I think there should be an average team. Um, should I do the big teams first? I feel like it's more easier. Arsenal, for me, I do think they will get a top 8. For me, they have such a strong team. I like the signing of Victor Gyökeres. If Bukayo Saka stays fit, which is, never the case now, and they did sign Zubamendi, so they have a bunch of structure. For me, they signed too many defensive players. Kiwara left, but you still have Saliba, Gabriel, Ben White. I think Tomiyasu is still on the team. You have Calafiori, Luis Scally. Now you have Mosquera from Valencia, and just signed Hincapi. Those are like 4 defenders that actually should start. And for me, they have probably the best on paper defense team in the league. So I think they'll 100% guarantee top 8 if they just get into the rhythm. Uh, let's see here. Let's do Atletico. Atletico Madrid. They look terrible in La Liga. They haven't got a single win. I think they lost in 2 draws in their last couple of games. Julian Alvarez must be fuming. He deserved a big. I mean, he was a big money move for Atletico, but he deserves to play in a top team. And after all the money Atletico spent for Johnny Corroso and Hanko and all these signings, Thiago Almada, it just hasn't worked out. And was Diego Simeone the problem? I don't know, but here I don't think they'll make the top 8. I think they'll still make it, but they do not look good at the moment. They need to find rhythm. Bayer Leverkusen, Terra got sacked after 2 games. Preseason, he did not look good as well. Eric Ten Hag, and they just signed the ex Denmark coach. They do have a good team, a lot of good players left. Adili, Verts, and Gapi, so many players. Um, Shaka, definitely not top 8. Only if this team, even last year, they did beat um, Liverpool. Never mind, demolished them last season. But I still think they'll get through. They have the players, but let's see if they can turn it around there. Bayern Munich are making it. They look amazing in the Bundesliga right now. Harry Kane scoring goals. It's a shame that Yalmal Musiala got that ankle injury. Terrible. I remember that game like it was yesterday. Terrible, terrible for. Let me get rid of these ads. It's gonna show toes. Oh, there we go. It's a terrible injury, but Coleman's going to Al Nassr, but they still have a good, strong, structured team, and Bayern are for me probably one of the favorites to actually win the tournament. Borussia Dortmund, I don't think they're getting top 8, but I do think they're better than these 2 teams. If I can move them, I think let's go second. Dortmund, they won't get top 8. I think for me, they have an underrated team. They don't have those big name players like they have in the past. With the Haaland and the Jude Bellingham, and just they're known for producing amazing talent. And now when you hear Dortmund, you look at their signing line. You don't really see anybody that you remember. A lot of them left. A lot of them, of course, Royce retired and all that. But I do think they have an underrated team. They almost defeated Barcelona, and I do really like this Borussia Dortmund team. So I'm gonna have them make it from the next round. Chelsea one is gonna, out of these 8 teams, do Chelsea make it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is actually pretty hard. Do they get top 8, or do they make it from the other side? I'm gonna get back to this one. Barcelona are gonna, for me, last season, all of last year, I think they were probably the best team in the world. For me, Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world. That doesn't mean he does not deserve the Ballon d'Or, or he doesn't mean he deserves the Ballon d'Or. But for me, I think on the pitch wise, he is the best player in the world. But you can't take away Dembele's stats and his trophies and everything he's done last season. So, Barcelona, I'm a huge fan of the players and the coach, and as a whole. As for Barcelona, they've been in the slump for years, and last season it looked like when they could win it and just snapping the fingers, they got that away from them. But for me in this list, they're probably huge favorites to win. Inter. I don't think they'll get top 8. For me, I don't want to say they're overrated. I just don't think they're at the level where they used to a couple years ago. Even from last season, they made the final, but for me, I still don't think they're that team. Of course, they're gonna make it to the next stages, but I don't think they're gonna make the top 8 and make it from there. So I'm gonna have them. Have them there. Liverpool. I don't know if I should put them. I'm gonna put them there from now. They spent huge. Verts, Isak, Ekatike. I know I'm missing Kekeres, Frimpong. They spent huge this summer, and they have to be the favorites, the top 2 favorites, money wise and team wise. They have such a strong, amazing team. Winning all their Prem games. I don't know how I don't know if spending 90 million for a backup striker, unless Ekatike and Isak play at the same time, but that's gonna be really difficult for Liverpool for Arne Slot and how he's gonna figure out the team. Frimpong has been hurt, same with Connor Bradley, so Soboslai has been playing right back. Scored that screamer against Arsenal, but uh, they're a top team. Soboslai is playing great. Huge fan of I just love a lot of the players in that team, so I'm gonna them at have them, of course, as one of the favorites to win. Juve, I'm a huge fan of Juve. I like a lot of their players, especially Keenan Yildiz. He's been a player I've been looking after for like 3 years now, 2 years. Juve Academy. He was in Bayern. Had a great Club World Cup. And, he bagged an assist, Serie A's opener. I think he scored as well. Um, are they better than Inter? Probably not. Actually, I'm curious to see the standings. I haven't checked Serie A. Serie. I mean, Juve's won both games. They comfortably. I think I'm pretty positive Inter dropped. Yes, Inter lost a game. They lost to Udinese. But I'm gonna still keep it like this. Uh, I like how this list is so far. Let's do City. This is already interesting. Interesting. Are they gonna play as bad as they did last year, or will they perform better? Honestly, this one's hard. I'm actually gonna go back to this one. Same with Chelsea. These Prem teams are hard. Um, let's see here. I'm gonna put the Prem teams near each other. Okay, let's go for big ones. PSG, they're the champions. One of the favorites. Um, this is the Club World Cup. Oh no, Chelsea. Never mind, Chelsea. Um, there's nothing you can say. They probably on paper have the best team. Joao Neves, Vitinha, um, Dembele, Due. The team is stacked. So of course, they have to be one of the favorites in the league. Of course, they're gonna probably win every game possible. Um, did they drop points? I'm trying. I'm just thinking of myself. But PSG. This is how I have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna say Real Madrid. For me, I'm a huge fan of Xavi. Huge fan of Arda Güler. Huge fan of the structure. Just a bunch of new things. It's been international break, and I'm just really curious on how it's gonna work out. Coming back, 3 out of 3 games. That's what you want to see. Quarterfinals of the Club World Cup. Mbappe. These players need to work together. For me, they had a slow start in La Liga. They're getting better each game. And you huge new signings, Dean Huijsen and Franco Musatuno. Um, and we'll see with Real Madrid. Of course, they're going to be in the favorites. They're going to be in the favorites in every year of the Champions League, no matter what. Let's see here. Benfica, for me, actually look really good. Benfica is a sleeper team for me, especially the signing Richard Rios. He's been playing great for Benfica. And for me, he was really close to joining Roma, but great pickup. So Benfica, I'm gonna have him as the sleeper team. Let's go for Newcastle. This is gonna be tough. I need to make sure which Champions League draw. I need to make sure. Oh, it's 24. Okay. Top 24 go to the quote unquote next round. All right. Newcastle. I want to make team. That how many teams we have? 3. You have 6. Only 2 teams can make it pass through. This one's pretty hard. Chelsea, City, Tottenham. Do any of the Prem teams make the top 8? This one's tough. Club Rouge is a sleeper team. I'm going to have them qualify. They are 100% a sleeper team without a doubt. They played really well against Manchester City. Great players. I think they're a sleeper team. Galatasaray. Oops. Ajax has been... this one's hard. Marseille. I like a lot of players that they have. Marseille. I'm gonna have them there. Out of these four Prem teams, would I put in a great team? I'm gonna have. I think you just have to put City. Holland's just unbelievable. I'm gonna have them in the bottom though, but you might just have to put City there. Do I put another Prem team? Bilbao. I'm a huge. I like Sansit. I like a lot of players from Athletic Bilbao. I have them there. Napoli is actually a shout. Kevin De Bruyne, Scott McTominay looking great. Ballon d'Or nominee. Love to see that. Ooh, Monaco. How are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12. Um, 22. Only two more teams. Oh, so I'm gonna have to drop. I'll drop. I'll drop Bruges. I think they'll try. Basel will try. Damn, I can only put two more teams. Newcastle. I'm about to drop some teams here. I'm gonna drop. Drop Ajax. I haven't seen much of Ajax recently. 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay. 20. So I can add 4. So I think these actually add on to these 4 are guaranteed. So Monaco, I'll put that they try. Oh, this is hard actually. There are a lot of good teams. Stormgrass, Olympiacos. Olympiacos is actually a good shout, but if only 4 teams can make it. Huh. This one's actually pretty hard. Should I take out Galatasaray? Which one did Marco Asensio join? I think it was Galatasaray. Oh no, I think he joined Fenerbahce. Yeah, he joined Fenerbahce. Okay, let's drop them. And let's put... I don't know. This one's hard. Shot Monaco. PSV, Ajax. I'll keep Galatasaray. I'll keep them there. But a big team might have to miss out. It happens. No way both Dutch teams don't make it. Oh, this one's actually pretty tough. There's a lot of good teams in this Champions League. I think top 24. I know we're missing a lot of teams though. It's 36 in total. Yeah, we're missing like Copenhagen. Top 8. How much do we have? 3, 7. Alright, let's add. Dang, only Spanish, a French, a German, English. Huh. Alright. Let's put Chelsea. I'll put Chelsea here to keep it safe. Newcastle, I'll probably put them. I rate them pretty highly. Same with Spurs. And then Atalanta. Let's see this organized. Who do I think is generally the favorites to win? Barcelona hasn't looked sharp. Same with PSG. I'm gonna put Bayern, Liverpool. I think if Madrid get their shit together, I think they can make. We were gonna say I'm biased, but okay, nah. And then the 3 Prem, if I can switch. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. And then for the rest, it was like 9 through 8, or 9 through 24. So Tottenham. Let's see, this might be straight. Maybe take up about Atalanta, Sporting. Do I even put Marseille in this? Marseille looks pretty sharp. Villarreal, maybe I had to drop. I need to check these teams' performance because this one's actually pretty hard. All right, let's see PSV. They did lose 2-0 to a random ass team. What about Ajax? Ajax. Like, there's not a lot of play. Like, I know Warhorse, of course, but and Fitzjim has always been a I know a lot of these players literally from career mode. Bass, Fitzjim, Windel from in left back. But besides that, same with Bergius, but he's more old. Yeah, I don't think any of the Dutch teams are gonna make it. Maybe I might keep Frankfurt up, switch it for Villarreal. They did just lose Jeremy Pino, but they did win 5-0. It sounded like Nicolas Pepe, Buchanan's there, just like Yay, Cardona, Rafa Marin. Okay. Frankfurt. I just feel like I have to put Frankfurt. Frankfurt. They did win 3-1, 4-1. Uzin, I like him. I check Sporting. Okay, let's see here. They lost 2-1 to Porto. They still got Suarez, Gonzalez, Renko, Hoyland, still have Fresnada. I might just take a Galatasaray. But they're playing good as well. Osimhen, Sane. Nah, I can't. Lamina, Lucas Torreira. Okay. Who's their coach? Their coach is some random. Okay. I'll keep it like this. I'll put them high up here. Maybe you can try to swap it. Maybe for Marseille or Bilbao or Sporting. But they can try. Let me double check actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I can add one more actually. Frankfurt it is. I'll put them here. But yeah, that's what I have for the Champions League draw. This is probably for me the favorites to win it. I think Bayern, Liverpool, nothing like crazy higher. Like for me, Bayern till Arsenal maybe for me, or actually like Bayern to Arsenal, or probably like the favorites to win. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's ranking. It was a bit confusing, but we got it all set. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll see you next time.